Hi everyone, welcome back to our final project using the Lighting the Way stamp set and dies. Today's project is going to be a Christmas card. So we're not doing summer theme today, we're doing Christmas theme. And don't forget that if you order by Thursday, you're going to receive, with the $35 order, you'll receive a kit of the projects that we made this week at Card Class for free. And if you spend $50, you'll also get a pack of the Glossy Dots assortments. My pack's a little bit messed up. You'll get a nice new pack. So, all right, let's get started. We are going to actually not use the stamp set today. We're just using the dies. And then we're also using these great Cheerful Daisy dies. So this is going to help, and you wouldn't think you could put together the Cheerful Daisies to make a Christmas theme, but that's what we're going to do. So let's see what we have. We're starting with just a basic thick white cardstock for our base. Then I have a sheet of Starry Sky. We're going to do a fun technique for this to create a nighttime sky. Then I punched out a piece of vellum from our, with our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And then I have this beautiful gold lantern from the Lighting the Way dies. Then from the Daisy dies, I have a little label. So we're going to stamp a Christmas sentiment on that. I used this one. Then I've used this fun little kind of spriggy twig image to die cut a couple of black twigs. And then this is a stem from the Daisy die. And so I have cut out a black twig or branch that our lantern's going to hang off of. And then this is a leaf, and I have die cut a little flame to go in our lantern. So those are the die cut pieces we're going to use. I'm going to set these aside. We're just going to mess with our background first because we want this to have a chance to dry. So I'm taking our Whisper White craft pad, and I already have a little bit of ink from the ink refill in here. And I'm just taking a water painter, and hopefully this is not going to be blue. I have been using this with a lot of colors lately. Okay, it looks pretty clear. And I'm just going to add some water, get that nice and juicy. And you can take your bone folder or scissors or whatever you have, and just take this and do some backgrounds on it. I think that's enough. It's going to dry a little bit darker, but it's just more to get that little fun nighttime sky effect. Okay, let's clean that off. Just squeeze a lot of water through it. You could take it apart and rinse it too if you need to, but I think that should do it. Now let's set that aside for just a second. We may heat dry that just to make sure that it's dry before we start assembling. So let's stamp our sentiment. I'm using Starry Sky, so this matches our background. And then our sentiment is from the Brightest Glow stamp set. And I love this since we're doing a lantern using the Wishing You a Season of Hope and Light. I thought that was perfect. All right, so I really need a piece of something dark. Hold on, I have got my Stampin' Pierce mat here. Let's see if we can get this centered on our label. Oh, that's a snug fit, and we got it just right. Sometimes I'm just proud of myself. Okay. Aren't you just happy when, you know, something stamps the way you want it to? All right, we're going to take Daffodil Delight, and let's just sponge a little bit of color on the back of it, because this is our glow. So we can get a little darker in the middle and then lighter on the outside. Okay. That is all the prepping we have to do. We're still a little wet. Let's just heat this a little bit with our heat tool and see if we can get this dried up a bit. let's just try that. That looks good. Okay. So now for assembly. We are going to glue our branches down first. I'm putting these kind of up in this top area because we want to have plenty of room for our lantern to hang. So we're going to use just a teeny bit of liquid glue. You want to make sure, because these are so thin, that you don't get too much. You just want little, I'm just barely getting that going, just little bits. You don't have to do the whole thing. Okay, just a little bit. And it's okay if it hangs off. We're gonna trim whatever's hanging off. Then let's do maybe a little bit more coming out, like that. Whoop. Okay, just a little bits of the glue. All right, now let's take let's find our flame, and we are going to put our flame, glue this is the bottom of it. You could probably sponge that flame too if you wanted. I'm just going to glue it right behind there. Doesn't that look just like a flame coming out of a lantern? Love it. Okay, then we're going to glue this to the back of our lantern. Now this is good because we can just put the glue on here where we want it, so it's hidden. I want actually my sponge part in the back, so that's this part. And now that glue's not going to show through our vellum. See? Beautiful. All right, now just for placement, we're going to take our branch and put it through so it looks like it's holding on to our what am I trying to say? Our lantern is hanging on the branch. That's what the goal is. Okay, so right now I'm just gluing the branch. Let's just get this branch on. Okay, I'm not worried about gluing it. I just want my branch not to I want it to go off my paper. Okay, so we can take our scissors now and just trim anything that's hanging off. All right, now we can scooch this over if we need to. I don't want it too far. I want it right about there. And then I'm just going to glue it down. We are going to pop up we're going to add a bow, and we're going to pop up our sentiment. So I want this glued flat. So I just put a little glue behind where you weren't going to see it. Oh, and then I've got glue on your foil, and that's never what you want because it never comes off no matter what you do. But I had glue on my hand. Oh, such a mess. Okay, let's try just a tad bit of a little bit of hand sanitizer and see if that'll help get it off. Usually if I need to do that, hand sanitizer is the way to go. Okay, most of it's off. I'm gonna tie my bow there anyway, so that is gonna be fine. Okay, let's adhere this to our card front. That's why we say use as little glue as possible, because then stuff like that happens and then you're mad at yourself. Okay. No, I think I don't have a good sharp crease. There we go, that feels better. I like having this on the white background because it just really makes that starry sky pop. All right, we'll add a couple dimensionals on our tag here. Okay. Put that right there. Isn't that cute? And I have a little bit of red ribbon. Okay. And all the supplies for this project will be posted on my blog, so you'll see what I used. And just don't forget to get those orders in. I am currently getting ready to go to Las Vegas for Stampin' Up! Leadership event, then getting to go to California afterwards to visit my daughter and her family and the grandbaby. So very excited about that. I think my tail's down just a little bit more, or up. I just don't want my words covered. Maybe I'll put it down there and then it won't cover it. Let's make it a little smaller. So all the videos for next week will be pre-recorded. All right. And, okay. Let's grab glue dot. Find out the cutest side of our bow. And we are going to get this. I'm going to put it down near the bottom just to cover up my glue mark. Because that's what we do. We make a mistake and we cover it up. But you could put, this was my original sample, but you could put this bow up at the top. You could put it wherever you want. Now let's grab, we've got a few of our glossy dots. I'm using the purple because those go really nice with the starry sky. Look at that mess. Who else has a mess like that? I know you do. Some of you do. Some of you don't. Okay. I can't find my pick tools, so I'm just going to use my hands. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. Cute. Isn't that a sweet little Christmas card? I love it. That guy needs to come back over to the dark side, not my white side. Okay, thanks everybody for joining me. Don't forget to place your orders. $50 or more, you're going to get a pack of these glossy dots that look nice and neat and organized. And then if it's $35 or more, you will get the a kit of the card class projects from August. All right, thanks everybody. Make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.